Welcome to the Introduction to Regulation Drill presented by the DrillMaster. By the end of this block of instruction, you will be able to identify who this training is for, the benefits of military drill, the levels of learning, team member responsibilities, an introduction to commands, and the manuals covered. This training is for just about everyone, as we will see. Prospective and current members of the U.S. military and veteran organizations can gain an advantage by learning more about their service's drill and ceremonies requirements, and first responders who are interested only in executing regulation and not ceremonial drill will find the training helpful. For police, fire, and EMS departments and other organizations that want to perform ceremonial drill, the DrillMaster offers the United States Certified Ceremonial Guardsman course and the book, The Honor Guard Manual. While the United States has 6 military services, Public Health and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, are added to create the 8 uniformed services. The Public Health Service, established in 1789, has a commissioned corps that was created 100 years earlier. The NOAA, formed in 1970, is an American scientific agency within the United States Department of Commerce that also has a corps of commissioned officers. Many uniformed merchant mariners are part of the U.S. Navy Reserve as strategic sea lift officers. All 3 agencies follow U.S. Navy and Coast Guard rank structure and wear Navy or Coast Guard uniforms. There are no enlisted members of these organizations, but they do follow the Marine Corps order for drill and ceremonies when necessary. Other than merchant mariner midshipmen, none of the commissioned officers takes part in drill and ceremonies except for individual actions such as rendering the hand salute. Although the information is for everyone, the focus of this program is educating and training cadet and explorer organization membership. This includes elementary and high school programs that are not listed here, which are numerous, college ROTC, and the service academies. Lastly, there are many other organizations that can benefit greatly from this training, some of which are shown here. The training is for everyone who wants to learn. Does the training cover absolutely everything in the 3 drill and ceremonies and related manuals? No. This is not a replacement for reading your manual, but it does provide extensive explanations, demonstrations, and more for the most common positions and movements. There are 3 types of military drill: ceremonial, regulation, and exhibition drill. There are 2 subcategories of exhibition drill: ceremonial and scholastic/independent. In this course, we will concentrate only on regulation drill and the positions and moves in the 3 service drill and ceremonies manuals. Simply enough, the purpose of regulation drill is to efficiently move a group of individuals from point A to point B in an efficient manner. Now, there are other purposes, such as rendering honors, but that is the focus for another course. The benefits of drill are far-reaching. In basic training or boot camp and beyond, drill instills military bearing, leadership, discipline, and a response to commands. It gives a group the ability to render respect, show honor, and uphold tradition. It's also a form of exercise. It teaches adherence to standards, individual coordination, teamwork, esprit de corps, alertness, urgency, confidence, followership, attention to detail, and a sense of accomplishment. Beyond that, one of the biggest advantages can be seen in competitive drill. Probably the biggest benefit comes from the wide range of leadership skills. There is the ability to teach the team the process of the performance, delegation of responsibilities while maintaining ultimate responsibility for the performance outcome, memorization of the routine, commands, marching, and equipment, and the ability to think quickly to ensure the team stays within the time limit and physical boundaries and recover from possible mistakes. Even so, we can see these qualities in other forms of American military drill. A great benefit of cadet programs is the unique opportunity to take in young men and women who are not eligible for military service for one reason or another. We adjust certain aspects of training for them, which we will cover in Level 3 training. The DrillMaster skill or learning levels are derived from the Department of Labor and National Institutes of Health. Level 1 is about learning fundamentals. You gain a common knowledge or an understanding of basic techniques and concepts, and your focus is on learning. Level 2, the novice, is expected to need help when performing at this level. Your focus is on developing through experience on your own and continual training. At Level 3, intermediate, you successfully complete tasks as requested, but may have some questions as to procedures. Level 4, the advanced level, you perform all drill without assistance, you formally teach others, and may even supervise other trainers. You are the go-to individual for questions. Focus is on application of advanced teaching techniques and gaining a wide experience. Level 5 is the expert level. You supervise other trainers, provide guidance, troubleshoot issues, and answer questions related to drill and ceremonies. You are a subject matter expert, having achieved this level through wide personal study and application. This regulation drill training program is based on these 5 levels. There are 3 levels of individual responsibilities for our purposes. Along with the learning levels, identifying these responsibilities gives us a start in establishing our educational foundation as we learn, progress, practice, and eventually teach others. The team member. This is the beginning level of responsibilities that apply to everyone in the organization. Go ahead and pause the presentation here to ensure each responsibility is read and understood. Our second level of responsibilities applies to lower level or beginning leadership positions. Again, pause the presentation here to ensure each responsibility is read and understood. Here we have our highest level of responsibilities for the organization, the upper level leadership responsibilities. Once again, pause here to read. As with the levels of learning, we will move through this training with the understanding of the 3 levels of responsibilities. I teach all about commands and how to call them in Level 3. However, there are some fundamentals we need to initially know. 2-part commands are made up of the preparatory command and the command of execution. 2 examples would be right face and ready front. The preparatory command prepares you for what is coming, and the command of execution tells you when to perform the action. The command of execution is usually written in all capital letters to emphasize that it is called louder. Movement begins after the command of execution. More on that in a moment. Combined commands are given at a uniform loudness and projection level. Examples are fall in and rest. Supplementary commands are given by subordinate leaders when one unit must perform a different movement than the others. An example would be stand fast. Directive commands are given by a commander that causes subordinate leaders to take a certain action. An example of this is a battalion commander giving the command, "Bring your units to attention." Lastly, we have mass commands. This type of command is a training device for a formation. The trainer for the formation would give, "At your command, call the flight to attention, command," and the members of the formation would simultaneously respond with the correct command. In the case of the Air Force, it would be, "Flight, tench, hut." Another example would be the trainer could say, "Have the platoon stand at parade rest, command," and the members of the formation would call the command, "Parade rest." The last thing I want to cover is the term "on the command," as in on the command right face, execute the 2-count movement to face to the right. There isn't any movement performed specifically on the command. Movement is performed after commands. This brings up timing and cadence. Again, in Level 3, I discuss all of this in depth. We cover the pertinent information that most everyone needs to know from the Army Training Circular 3-21.5, Marine Corps Order 5060.20, and Air Force Manual 36-2203. All of the following blocks of training are service-specific and not all together. All of these manuals are outdated, but they offer very good insight. If we fail to learn from history, we are bound to repeat mistakes. We covered who this training is for, the benefits of military drill, the levels of learning, team member responsibilities, an introduction to commands, and the manuals covered. This is an exercise for center of balance awareness. While being careful and aware of your surroundings, stand in one place at attention and accomplish the following. Next, do the same thing standing only on the left and then the right foot. While standing at attention and keeping your back straight, take one 15 or 12-inch step forward and move your body forward as far as possible. Finally, standing at attention, take one step forward and execute rear march as slowly as possible. What did you discover? Where is your center of balance when you move like this? Are you unsteady? How can you increase your stability?